On a bright sunny morning, Maxim decided to take a walk in the park. He was running on the green lawn and laughing merrily. Suddenly, a girl whose eyes seemed to shine brighter than the sun appeared on his path. It was Alice. Maxim had never seen such an unusual red-haired girl before. He approached her and looked up at her with admiration. Alice smiled at him and said, "Hi, you're here for the magic, right?" "Me too." Maxim opened his mouth in surprise. What a coincidence! The two boys had become best friends. A few weeks passed after their meeting, and Maxim decided to invite Alice to his house. He wanted to introduce her to his toys and books about magic. But when Alice entered Maxim's room, she was amazed. Her gaze was magnetically drawn to a large cabinet of books, shiny amulets, and glass vials. Maxim said, "This is my secret wizard's cabinet, and you can see it." Alice was excited and surprised. She admired all these wonders and noticed a strange-looking scroll lying on a shelf. Without a second thought, Alice picked it up. The moment Alice touched the scroll, it shone brightly. An ancient sage emerged from the scroll. He called himself Professor Wizard. The shining spirit told them that this scroll was the key to parallel worlds full of magic and adventure. Professor Wizard told Maxim and Alice that they could become the first child wizards by traveling with him to one of these worlds. Intrigued, Maxim and Alice decided to follow Professor Wizard. They walked down a long corridor until they reached the deep room where the portal was located. The flickering light field was left behind the threshold, and they were surrounded by a dazzling glow. Suddenly, they found themselves in a new world. A fairy tale forest where trees with shimmering leaves and wondrous colors hugged the path before them. It was a place where magic was a reality. While Maxim and Alice were looking at the new world in amazement, three little fairies appeared in front of them, Anna, Shiny, and Zalaka. They shone brighter than all the stars in the night sky. The fairies smiled at the children and admitted that they knew about Maxim and Alice's arrival. They said that they had been sent by Professor Wizard to guide the children through this new world and show them all the wonders of his magic. Thanks to the help of fairies, Maxim, Alice, and Professor Wizard reached the witty capital of Enchantia. It was the most majestic city where magic and sorcery reigned. A group of wizards under the leadership of the royal sorcerer wizard lived here and ruled the world of magic. Maxim and Alice marveled at the place and were amazed at the beauty and power it radiated. Professor Wizard explains to Maxim and Alice that only they can save Enchantia from the evil that threatens the world. To do this, they need to find an ancient treasure that gives its owner unlimited magical powers. Setting out to find it, the friends began to study ancient books and search for magical signs to uncover the secret of the treasure's location. With the help of hints and navigation from the fairies, Maxim, Alice, and Professor Wizard decided to travel to the dangerous Forbidden Forest where, according to legend, the treasure is located. This forest was known for its secrets, traps, and scary creatures. But the friends were ready for this journey because not only the well-being of Enchantia depended on them, but also their own. During their journey to the Forbidden Forest, Maxim, Alice, and Professor Wizard encountered various dangers and challenges. They met dangerous creatures that served evil and hindered them. But the friends did not retreat before the difficulties. They used their knowledge and the power of friendship to overcome all obstacles and become a force against evil. Finally, after a long and dangerous journey, the friends found an ancient treasure. It was a lost scroll that gave its owner unlimited magical powers. Maxim, Alice, and Professor Wizard realized that this was exactly what they needed to defeat evil and save Enchantia. They inherited the power of this treasure and used it with wisdom and responsibility. equipped with the power of an ancient scroll, Maxim. Alice and Professor Wizard decided to return to the capital of wizardry, where the final battle with the sorcerer dragon was waiting for them. The friends knew that this would be the most difficult challenge, so they gathered all their strength and fighting spirit. Arriving in the capital, the friends faced a brutal army led by the dragon. They fought with bravery and determination, using the full power of their new magical powers to deal with their opponents. In the final battle, Maxim, Alice and Professor Wizard joined forces, and together they attacked the dragon, defeating him and freeing wizardry from evil. After the victory, a joyful festive atmosphere broke out in the city of wizardry. All the residents admired Maxim, Alice, and Professor Wizard for their bravery and saving the world. The friends were awarded diplomas and hailed as heroes. It was time for Maxim and Alice to return to their world through the magic portal. Returning to their world, Maxim and Alice couldn't forget about the adventures and friends they had left behind in Enchantia. They sent their heartfelt greetings to the whole world of magic and promised to never forget their magical abilities and the friendship they had shared with them. One day, Maxim and Alice decided to return to Professor Wizard to give him the scroll. The wizard met them with joy and gratitude. He realized that these children had not only found the treasure, but had gained the most real magic power in their hearts. Saying goodbye to Maxim and Alice, Professor Wizard told them that they had become real wizards themselves. He explained that magic was not only about physical strength, but also about belief in oneself, creativity, and kindness. Maxim and Alice realized that magic would always be with them if they used their abilities for good. Professor Wizard promised Maxim and Alice that they would never part with magic, because he would send them new adventures. He advised them to stay open to new ideas and never lose their childish imagination. Maxim and Alice hugged each other, knowing that their friendship would stay forever. They promised to keep in touch and reminisce about magic as they played their magic games together. They realized that friendship and magic were the most precious things in their lives. Back home, Maxim and Alice continued to play their magic games, using their imagination and creativity. They created their own adventures and magical stories, memories of enchantment always accompanying them. One day, while walking in the park, Maxim and Alice found a mysterious note from Professor Wizard. He offered them a new adventure filled with magic and riddles. Maxim and Alice were overjoyed and decided to go to the next world, where a new exciting adventure awaited them.